Hey guys, so today is another Bear with the Boards video. So today is a new year. This year is a new year, so you guys can plan on more Bear with the Boards videos, which is a high likelihood of that happening. And today is a very special episode. Maybe if you, well, to me it is, and it's because today we are today I am reviewing The Fabled Key to the Kingdom. And as you can see, this is the fantastic box art. I'll just do a zoom there. Now, Key to the Kingdom is a much older game that the rules are sort of not very written very well. I'll just do a zoom in of the board too that you guys will be able to look at. Now, the rules aren't like that good, so it's like the game isn't too fun to play, but the game definitely makes up for it in the way in its artwork, basically. So the game sorry, I forgot what I wanted to say. The game, basically, it's good for any collector because of the artwork, the style designing, and it's just an all-around well-rounded game. Now let me get to the mechanics of the game. So basically the story is that you play as one of these knights. And there's more of them. That's just the only ones I picked up. And you basically enter this kingdom of magical wonder, who's basically owned by by the king of all demons. So basically, this satanic king basically owns this kingdom. But when you guys walk in, it's invisible from the outside, so you guys have no idea it was there. But when you guys walk in, the gates shut behind you and find out you're in this new magical kingdom. The only way to get out is to fight through many dungeons and find the fabled key to the kingdom. Now, as you do this, your character will have many items, and these are your character's basic starting items. And this is the deck of items for if you have more players. You guys will go around to go to dungeons like the Banshee's Tower and the Ice Palace. There's more once you get further in the game. And if you beat, you'll enter those towers once you get there and fight a mystical monster. And these monsters are fairly creative. Like you have the flying werewolf, it's the pit genie, but you guys probably couldn't read that. The mutant scorpion. So I flip this around. The battle ogre. And there's just a lot more, basically. Now, these creatures you have to defeat them by using your items, as we previously discussed. And, if you kill said creature by getting its victory conditions, you'll get in one of these card sleeves, you'll pull out a card, which these will all be shuffled and placed randomly. You'll take one out and it'll be one of these treasures. Now once you get the key to the kingdom and one other treasure, you have to get back to the start to win and escape the kingdom. Now let's show you what the real meat of the game is. Now how you get to these towers is you'll run across the board. Now, you'll eventually run into these traps, which they have a white dagger. Basically, what you do is, when you see a trap, you read a sign that will be near it. And then it will tell you the name of the said trap. Then you'll look in the hazard book, which will declare, all sorts of rules for you guys to find in the trap. Like this one, you have to cross the bridge in 2 rolls or less. The giant wakes up and tries to kill you, and then you have to fight the giant. But another really crazy thing about this game is the whirlpools. So, say you have, adventurers all around the board. You have, Sir Derpsalot here. Sir Derpsalot the Third somewhere right here. And then we have Barricus the Lord of all Bears right here. Okay, so Barricus the Lord of all Bears jumps in this magic portal. Now what will happen is the map will expand. Now, whatever this guy's night was and that night was, they have to escape within 3 rolls. And the rolls that you roll on this die, you roll a d8 instead of a d6, which is an 8-sided die. Now you have to escape within 3 rolls. How you do that is you either get slightly outside of this side of the map, which you can see by this crease that goes up and down, or you jump into the portal. If you don't do this, your characters will get thrown off the map. And the map expands into this massive oceany area. On this side, it goes into the demonic, demonic area where that's like, you guys can see my finger, that's pointing to the demon's castle. Now, this new place will add many more dungeons for you guys to explore and many more traps. But basically the only bad thing that can happen in this game is you lose items. You basically just lose your stuff as the game goes on from like being hit by monsters and hurt. And it'll go in this magical pile of lost items. So near the end of the game you're going to have like roughly no items, and then the pool of lost items is going to look like that, because everybody who loses items will end up like that. The only way to recover items, though, is to go through the magic portals, open up these halves of the board, and go to the Ring of the Stones, which will grant you like 3 cards, I think it is. Or you can go to the Magical Wizard. Now, what's special about the Ring of Stones, though, is it'll give these deep magic cards, which prevent the board from opening or closing, which is a pretty good effect. Also, when I say closing, someone can, like, say your person's right there, someone can put their character right there and smash the character in the crease of the board. And then they also get so what happens when that happens is they get sent to like another dark dimension, which are represented by this it's like a separate board thingy. You place their character there, and they basically have, every single round they have a chance to escape, and they roll the die. It's either a 1 or an 8. If they don't do this by the 3rd turn, their character basically loses all treasures, and they spawn right outside the portal. And yeah, that's basically Key to the Kingdom, but just before I forget, there's one more thing. Now, while you're exploring all these different areas and dungeons, you might come across, when you think you're about to get a treasure, you just kill the raid boss of one of these areas, and you come upon the dreaded serpent card. Now, basically what that means is before you can beat the game, you have to make it around the serpent pit, but you might fall in and have to face some of the evil serpents. And yeah, that's basically it, other than the dreaded Demon King. Now, the Demon King is another pawn that I never really discussed. But at the start of each round, you roll the D8, and then you have all these Demon King spaces based on what you roll. So you roll a 4, he'll spawn in this 4 space. Everyone who's right next to or on that space, they basically get sent to this black portal thing, same as if you're crushed or thrown off by the board. And yeah, that's basically Key to the Kingdom, guys. Have another nice day. Hopefully you guys are all joining the cult of board gaming. Remember, always play more board games. It helps your mental health, maybe not physically, but still. Play some more games. Bye.